Dwayne here, PhoenixTypewriter.com. Alright, got a Corona here. It's a Corona Standard, but it's kind of like the Flat Tops 1 Series machine. And it is got a problem. And it took me a few to figure out what's going on. This is a 1 Series machine. Where is that serial number at? There we go, over here. Oh, 2 Series. Okay. Thought it was the 1, maybe the Flat Top's the 1 Series. Still has the old style escapement in it. So here is what's happening, and it's pretty consistent, and I really thought it was the star wheel was bad. It was doing it every 10 spaces. Pretty regular. Skip like crazy, but it's skipping more than 1 space. It's skipping like 2. Does it both with the space bar and the typing. So, investigating this down here. Let's get some light down here. Let me turn some lights on. Alright, lights. Okay. So, I thought for sure it was this star wheel. So I took another one out of another machine, 10 pitch wheel. This is the one out of this machine. I thought for sure one of these teeth was broken, but they're not. They're all good here. Then I thought maybe one of them was worn a little bit, or one of the star teeth were worn, but these look perfect. So I was stumped. Put the different star wheel back in here. It was a little tricky, but I got it, and still did it. So, and I had already tried adjusting the trips here, like where this trips right here with the space bar. Tried adjusting all this, and I flushed, of course, all the escapement out in here. So everything is clean and not sticking, but it still skips pretty regular. Right there it just skipped. Right there it just skipped. So, like I said, I did a bunch of investigation down here. Zoom in here a little bit. And tried adjusting how far up this escapement comes back up and goes back down. There's adjustments right here, here, and somewhere else. But what I determined finally was these little stop pads right here, this little piece of rubber, and there's one on this side of the arm right there too. They're just probably too thin, and instead of trying to replace these little rubber pieces, they're still flexible and working, and it looks like this little screw holds these in. Really not that versed on this style escapement, but I came up with a different solution that seems to be working. What I did was took a piece of shrink tubing, real small stuff here, cut a little tiny piece out right there, and I'm going to stick it on that shaft right there. So I'm going to stick it on this little escapement shaft right here. Let me see if I can get this to get on here. Back this up a little bit here or something. Right there. So move that so it's right in the middle. Right there. A little bit more, and stick this on that shaft. Just like that. It's pretty snug. I might throw a drop of super glue on that. I don't think I want to try to heat it up any because there's too much stuff in here that's going to get ruined. But that little spacer seems to have solved the skipping problem. So I'm thinking the other rubber pieces, if they were replaced with something a little, I mean just a little bit thicker, would probably do the same thing. But now check it out. All that skipping over here is gone. It's kind of weird how it was affecting only every 10 characters or so. But this has solved that problem. Like I said, I don't run across too many problems with this escapement, and I'm not that familiar like I am with the other escapements. But that was the problem. Little tiny rubber spacers. Like I said, probably need to replace those other rubber pieces, but that is going to work, I think. It was just going, what was happening was this was going too far, and this little paw here was going too far, and then it was interfering with this paw in the back. And at one point when I adjusted it, it would jam up here. So I put it back where it was, and then I figured this out on this little arm right here. And I figured it out. So that's going to solve the skipping problem on this Corona. It was a little bit of a mystery. I mean, I spent some time on this before I figured it out. But that is resolved it. All right. Phoenix Typewriter. Good day.